This is Bishop Dr. Truman Berst. Master Herbalist, coming to you from Good Shepherd Ministries.
Well, okay, let's get started in this direction then. So let's get this out of the way. My name is Dr. Truman Berst, Bishop Dr. Truman Berst. I am the Bishop of Good Shepherd Ministries. And it's my ministry to serve our Lord Jesus Christ, Yeshua. It's my ministry to talk about natural remedies, because our people perish for lack of knowledge, and they not only perish, but they suffer and perish for lack of knowledge. That's why we're here. We're here to shine a light on natural remedies that are forbidden to talk about, in our present society that is a drug-oriented culture, whether it's illegal drugs or legal drugs. They're chemicals that enter the body and do terrible things. And people are more and more waking up to that. They're seeing their loved ones suffer and die at the hands of the present system. The present system does not embrace natural remedies. As a matter of fact, it vilifies natural remedies. And that's what's wrong. And it just proves that what they're doing is wrong. And when you look deep into, I have many nurses, many doctors come to me, and they're very unhappy about what's going on. The way people are being shuffled around, misdiagnosed, and eventually suffer to death because the doctors don't have a cure. They have another drug. And another drug, and then they have amputations, and they cut things out and cut things off. It's like a horror. It is a horror of a system. So that's why we're here. And my telephone number is to call me for a free consultation about natural remedies if you have a loved one. Someone that you would like me to be their coach and show them what I know and teach them until they're well. This sometimes takes, a couple of months, sometimes 3 months, sometimes 6 months to come off of dialysis. Some people, it depends. Everyone is different. Everyone is different as their fingerprints, and each person who has arthritis, it's a little bit different. Each person has diabetes, it's just a little bit different. They may have high blood pressure, they may not. They may have constipation, they may not. There might be diarrhea. The kidneys might not be working, and the liver is struggling, but they can't see the liver. They can sure feel the kidneys. The liver hasn't given up quite yet. And so all of these things are what an herbalist does to get in touch with the body, to encourage it to go back to work again, to overcome a problem with the liver, to overcome a problem with the kidneys. And even if all of these things are simultaneously, and many times they are, happening all at the same time, you've got lung problems, you've got kidney problems, prostate problems, stomach problems, etc. People come to me with 10, 15 different things going on all at the same time. And they wonder why I can't just fix one and everything should be fine. But some of them understand. They begin to understand when they look at the system that that the body is wonderfully made. It's made to have the blood to feed the body and travel through the body and pick up bad things and go to the liver and have those things taken away. Well, sometimes the liver is overworked. So, but anyway, the whole thing is, it's not a simple thing to do, to really do it and accomplish the task. It's a complicated task to put the body back to work again when doctors have given up and told people there is no hope. That means there's no hope with a doctor, but with a medical doctor. Doesn't mean there's no hope, because who made them God, that the Most High, that would take away hope? Hope and faith is what man has always found to be the answer. Hope and faith. And we have to do the works. We got to take care of the temple. So it's complicated, but that's why I do this as a ministry. I don't sell products. I know Doc Miles sells products. Brittany out there at Health and Herbs, she sells products, but I don't sell products. I invent them, and I gave them all away to Brittany over there at Health and Herbs, because she's my granddaughter, and she stood up to the FDA, and she complied. She complied. She was able to comply, and that was something that no one could do. That's why they finally left her alone, because she did everything to comply, even though they stayed there long enough to bankrupt anybody and everybody. That's what they do. They come visit a health food store, and they visit until the health food store goes bankrupt, and not allowing the health food store to take care of their customers and do their job. When they go out of business. That's the reason there's only one health food store left in Albany, Oregon. It's Health and Herbs. Their website is betterhealthherbs.com. And but anyway, if you'd like me to be your health coach, I'm glad to do that. Give me a call. I'll give you a free consultation. My telephone number is 503-362-5899. 503-362-5899. And my email address is Truman, Truman, at herbalhealthreview.com. Truman at herbalhealthreview.com. That's just like the website that I maintain and keep all of these reports and all of these videos all available free to everyone. And that website, with all that free information, all the videos of all these broadcasts, and all of the reports about cancer, diabetes, heart disease, lung disorders, you name it, it's all the information is there. And there's report after report after report. The website is the one that's all about my work. It's called herbalhealthreview.com. And my email is Truman at herbalhealthreview.com. So let's get started here today. and because Doc Miles will be joining us shortly. And let's look through the room here. Oh, there is a wonderful person right there by the name of Prophet Elijah out there in Pike Road, Alabama. And let's visit with Prophet Elijah. And he is our wonderful prayer partner who visits with us and graces us with a wonderful and glorious prayer, opening prayer and a closing prayer. Be sure and stay for the closing prayer or check back in for the closing prayer. But Prophet Elijah out there in Pike Road, Alabama, Word of Life Ministry. Are you there, sir?
Yes, sir. How are we doing today?
I am blessed, brother, and I just wanted to visit with you here a bit and ask you if you could give us an opening prayer as we get started here discussing natural remedies. Could you please do that for us, sir?
Yes, because there's nothing better that a higher rather for me to do is pray. So let's start with Psalm 60. Let a higher arise. Let his enemies be scattered. Let them also that hate him flee before him. Most High, I am that I am. Our covenant says that our enemies are your enemies. Scatter them to the four corners of the earth in the name of Yeshua. Let all evil human spirits be scattered by the breath of your nostrils. You, Father, are our shield and our defender. Today, Dr. Truman Berst and I are counseling demonic assignment against discoveries in health in Kingston, Jamaica, Albany, Oregon, Dr. Miles in Georgetown, Texas, Pike Road, Alabama, all cities, states, and countries where there are listeners. Satan, we bind your hands, your feet, and your mouth. We render you helpless, blind, deaf, and dumb in the mighty name of Yeshua Christ of Nazareth. We take authority over you and all your demonic forces ranged against us. We cancel every assignment sent out against our life and against this program. Dr. Berst Ministries, our life is off limits to you and your hordes. We decree and declare now before all of heaven, all the earth, and all the underworld that you must flee before us in 7 different directions. Thank you, Father, for the authority of Yeshua. We speak division in the camp of the enemy. Your destiny is sealed in the blood of the Lamb. We take authority over all wicked scanners, gossiping, and wicked spies and eyes in Yeshua's name. No more spirit of disguise are waiting for our demise. We have been elevated to see what we couldn't see before. I negate and cut off every witchcraft attachment. The traps that they set for you, Dr. Berst, they will fall into themselves. I blow a freezing frost upon all activity, not of the Most High, about you, and I loose giant warring angels to do battle against all the demonic activity today. Amen.
All praises to the Most High. So be it. Amen. Wow. Thank you. Tawada, as they say in Hebrew. Prophet Elijah, could you, let me give out Prophet Elijah's telephone number before I forget. If you'd like to call and chat with or pray with, and I hope you would do that, the Prophet Elijah, his telephone number is 334-868-3881. That's 334-868-3881. So the question is, sir, do you have any suggestions or comments or maybe what we should talk about today?
Yes, autism.
Autism. Oh, yes. Okay, we're going to talk about autism and other brain disorders. and memory enhancement. There's a lot of people, that would like to know how to have a better memory. It comes in handy. So yeah, let's talk about autism today. Okay, all right. And if anyone else in the room has a subject or a topic, something they want to talk about, whatever it is, natural remedies, as long as it's health. That's what we're talking about. Your good health, and just please open your microphone right now. Let's hear what it is that you would like to talk about, and we will we'll talk about it. So press your star key on your on your telephone. Press your star key 2 times. It opens your microphone. I see that it's open, and then I'll ask you what it is you're interested in talking about. And I think that everyone is, this is true. Everyone in the room is interested in finding out more about autism and memory and those types of problems. So let's go over here and click on common conditions and go up on that website, herbalhealthreview.com. We're there. It's moving pretty quick today. And I'm going down underneath the egg, A, B, C, D. Hey, look at A there. What's coming? Where's that U at? Where is it? There's a lot of reports here, folks. Now there's autism. It's, near the bottom of the A's, right next to autoimmune diseases and low immune system. That's a whole different report. So we're going to click on autism and open the report. And we're looking at the report on herbalhealthreview.com. We've come to that website, herbalhealthreview.com, and we've clicked on common conditions. And then Prophet Elijah suggested that we talk about autism. So now that I'm in common conditions, I went down A, B, C till I got to A. It was the first one, and clicked on it, and I'm looking at the autism report. And there's the challenge of the spectrum of disorders that we call autism demands that we cast a wide net in hunting down anything that might aid improvement. And herbal medicine, while not yet accepted on a par with alternative, treatments, in the United States, is not accepted, but it offers promise to a lot of these common problems that accompany the syndrome, autism, and other brain disorders like Asperger's syndrome, and seizures, because this is where we have a disorder that's affecting the brain. So there are things that we can do about it, and a good place to start is a heavy metal detox. So I'm going to click on this in this report. I'm going to click on heavy metal detox. I'm going to click on it, and it takes me out of here. I'm going to open the link in a new tab, and I'm going to look at the heavy metal detox. And that's what you can do with these reports. These reports are deep. This system is enormous, with hundreds of videos, all free. All of the whole system, the whole website is totally free. There's one thing you could buy on this website if you wanted to, just one, and it's my book. It's under the tab that's called Shop, and you can download a digital copy, or you can call and ask for a hard copy. You can call, Health and Herbs, and they'll make sure you get a hard copy of Descriptions. Herbal Descriptions is the name of it. Herbal Descriptions in its 4th edition. And so you can get a hard copy or a digital copy, but the digital copy is available on the herbalhealthreview.com under the Shop tab. Just knowing that. It's the only thing that you can buy on this website. Everything else, it's all information. This is an information website. If you want to buy something, you can go over to, Health and Herbs, which is Better Health Herbs. That's their website, and it's an automatic link. So now I'm over there, and I'm on Health and Herbs. I clicked on it in the report, and now I'm looking at heavy metal detox. And I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at a description. It describes it as having organic chlorella, that's chlorella algae, cilantro leaf, coriander seed, garlic bulb, turmeric root, milk thistle seed extract. And that is the heavy metal detox. And it works. Of course, they can't call it that. They just call it heavy metal. You can't use the word detox anymore if you're in the natural remedies manufacturing. They won't allow that. There's no such thing now as a detox because it's forbidden to say that word. Pretty soon we're going to have to give up half the language because half of it will be forbidden by the federal government or the local government. Somebody will be offended by half the things that somebody else says, and they'll forbid half of their language, half of their verbiage. It's crazy here. It's crazy in America when you see a system that doesn't work, but it is in control. That's crazy. Doesn't make any sense. So that's what's in it. And that's what, but you need to know that these herbs are powerful. For instance, cilantro leaf may increase your chance of a miscarriage if you're pregnant. So you don't take cilantro leaf because it may, and we have to be careful. So although we don't have a history of that happening, we know that herb, cilantro leaf, may increase your chance of miscarriage. So if you're pregnant, don't use the formula. And it could even inhibit or slow down or give you problems getting pregnant. So if you are pregnant, or if you're planning on trying to get pregnant, don't be taking cilantro leaf at the same time. And let me get something to drink here. Okay. Oh, that's better. So these are things we have to consider. So so cilantro, The heavy metal detox system may cause a stomach upset, so you're very cautious with it. And anytime you're starting any herb, because an herb and all food has plant medicines in it, or it has nutritional medicines in it, you know? That's it. And that's why evil is in charge of the food supply, the air, the water, the food, all being poisoned. And we know it. And there's nothing we can do about it. So we all just go right along, you know, until we can change it. Because, you know, when Caesar's in charge, you got to render to Caesar what's Caesar's. Anyway, so we want to be cautious not to use it in large quantities. So we use a small amount and maybe 6 to 30 drops. And it can't, so that we, to start with 6. And as long as everything is going all right, and you're not pregnant, and you're not planning on being pregnant, and it doesn't upset your stomach, then proceed and then increase the dosage. But that's just detailing one herbal formula that would be very valuable for any brain disorder. Because this lead, this mercury, and aluminum, and so forth, it's loading up in the tissues in the brain. It's causing all kinds of disorders, which is exactly what big government does in collusion with the pharmaceutical industry. There's not an accident. It's not an accident. So that's it for that one. Let's get out of there. Let's go back to common conditions. Let's go back to autism. So that's one thing that we can do, is make sure that we're removing the heavy metals out of the body and cleanse and detoxify the body. And that's what needs to be done when there's any kind of brain disorder, autism, memory problems. There's all lead, mercury, aluminum, all these heavy metals cause all kinds of problems throughout the body.
That's right.
There's Doc Miles has arrived in the building. Hi, Doc Miles.
Hey, buddy. I heard the autistic thing, and I tell you what, that CBD oil that I have is the purest form you can get out of Colorado. It has helped my grandson so much because he's autistic, because he got a whole bunch of shots on a big loaded dose of shots the day he was born. And my son went ballistic. He said, I told you no shots.
Yeah.
So,
they do it anyway. They do it anyway. They don't listen. They do what they want. They're in charge as far as they're, at least they make themselves in charge. They take over, and that's the big problem. Is that here we got these horrible chemical drugs, and they're pumping them into babies, and not just 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. I mean 16, 17, 18 shots into this poor brand new baby. What a horrible thing to do, Doc.
I know it. Well, when my grandson, the latest one, he's 3 years old now, and my son told me, you give this child a shot, and I promise you, I will own this hospital and fire one of you. So he didn't get a shot. He is perfectly normal.
Mm-hmm.
Perfectly normal. But the 10-year-old, he is totally autistic. But after using the CBD oil for a year, he's made a 180-degree turnaround.
There you go, CBD oil. Folks, let's introduce you properly. Some people haven't met Doc Miles, but he's a regular, comes and visits with us here. He has a very busy clinic in Georgetown, Texas, but he comes here and he volunteers his time to answer your questions. So while he's here, good idea for you to press the star key on your microphone 2 times so that I see that you have a question or a topic that we can talk about. Now understand again, we're not here prescribing or diagnosing. That's up to a doctor. They do that with drugs. We're here talking about natural remedies. If it happens to be similar to your high blood pressure, when we're talking about high blood pressure, we're not prescribing or diagnosing for you. We're simply describing what naturopathic medicine, herbal medicine knows about high blood pressure. That's it. So if you do have a question, please press your star key 2 times. The doc is here. He's going to answer your questions. I'm going to, while you're getting ready to press your star key 2 times on your telephone and ask a question or suggest a topic, I'm going to go ahead and give his telephone number out, and then we're going to get on with our topic here, autism. But Doc Miles, when we're talking to him here, you got to know his phone number, and his phone number is 512-868-9867. That's 512-868-9867. His email is the same as his name. It's Doc Miles, DOCMILES at outlook.com. Doc Miles at outlook.com. 512-868-9867. Okay, now we can continue. You got to give folks a way to contact you. If we sometimes we forget to do it, but that time we didn't. So, Doc, we're talking about autism. We talked about heavy metal the heavy metal herbs that help to pull because we can't say the word detox. We're not supposed to, or somebody isn't supposed to. But anyway, so to help to pull the heavy metals out of the body, those herbs in the heavy metal herbal formula can be really great. Chlorella, algae, cilantro leaf, coriander seed, garlic bulb, then a little bit of turmeric root and some milk thistle seed extract. You've got a real nice heavy metal magnet. Okay, we can't say detox, so we're saying magnet. Okay, so that describes that, but there's a lot more to autism. And let's ginger, which is so wonderful. It's so safe. Ginger, it's aromatic. It's time-tested. Ginger root is great for stomach distress. And let me tell somebody, I'll have to call them back, but let's bring him into the loop. Yes. Hello. Hi. You're talking with Doc Truman, and but we're doing a worldwide broadcast. Would you like to join that broadcast and ask your question or make any comments? We're glad to help answer questions for you about anything. Would you like to join us?
No, thank you. I just had a question to ask you aside from your broadcast.
Aside from the broadcast, okay. But I'm glad to answer. I'm glad to answer any question. If you have a question about something, it wouldn't be me prescribing or diagnosing for you. It would be you asking me about a question about a certain topic that may, it might be for somebody else. But if you don't want to ask that question about that, then okay, then you're going to call me later?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Bless you. Bless your family.
All right. Bless you.
Okay. Bye for now. Okay. All right. There we go. We've done that. That's taken care of. Now, back to autism. Back to autism. So we left off talking about ginger root, because one of the problems when you have a brain disorder of any sort, because then your stomach is upset a lot. And we find that ginger root is a time-tested medicine, and you know, just go to the store and get an organic ginger root and slice and dice that ginger root and put it on all your food, just anything you can put ginger in. Take it separately, you know, put it in with your herbal tea, etc. It's just that kind of a food that's been used. Ginger's been used by nearly every population in the world. Ginger's effect on motion sickness and nausea has been thoroughly proven. So it's not surprising that European practitioners use ginger root for almost any type of indigestion. Now, ginger root, it reduces spasms and absorbs and neutralizes toxins in the digestive tract and increases digestive secretions, including bile and saliva. And ginger, it contains ingredients that just soothe the gastrointestinal tract and aid digestion by increasing the peristalsis, that's the muscles that moves food through your stomach. So the ginger is just incredible. A study from India demonstrated that ginger speeds up the time it takes for the stomach to empty. In other words, breaking things down and everything's working great, it's working better, more efficiently. And with a benefit, for feelings of abdominal discomfort and bloating, that's very helpful. So ginger root is very safe to consume up to about 3 grams per day in capsules, fresh ginger spice or powder in your, but the best is fresh chopped up ginger root. So you just can't say enough good things about ginger. You can't say enough good things about garlic, 2 of the greatest herbs that should be used in your kitchen daily. And then there's astragalus. 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 It's not often that a powerful herb tastes like a delicious soup herb, but this Chinese energizer called astragalus is an immune builder that proves to be the exception. It tastes great, and they make soups out of it. And what it does, its reputation says it assists healing from chronic illness and as a stamina tonic. And astragalus boosts energy, increases stress adaptation, is particularly antiviral, and amplifies the efficiency of many types of immune functions. Traditionally, night sweats, wasting disorders, chronic ulcerations, and sores, and numbness, and edema call for using astragalus. So the root is preferred for long-term prevention. It can be used for acute cold and flu and will produce improvement in every case. Now, Chinese families regularly add astragalus to the family stew pot during the cold season especially, so that everyone can get a daily immune boost. Astragalus is a popular immune enhancer for children who have frequent infections. According to Chinese medicine, astragalus also fortifies the lungs. It forms the backbone of a program to prevent and treat respiratory infection. Many studies have shown its ability to augment the immune function, including activity against that's Coxsackie virus, a flu-like virus that mainly children, it mainly affects children, and the polysaccharides similar to those in echinacea and shiitake mushrooms, and hormone-like compounds called saponins are credited with many of the herb's benefits. There may be dozens of other active constituents in astragalus, many of which may be synergistic or supportive to the known active chemicals in astragalus. Anyway, astragalus root capsules or the liquid, unlike most Chinese medicinal plants, actually tastes surprisingly good as a tea and with a velvety texture, and it's kind of sweet and has kind of a buttery taste. And that's why it tastes, tastes so good as a broth. That's almost like chicken soup. You cook the roots. You cook the roots into a soup stock, or you make an herbal tea, and you use that to cook your rice or your grain. And you use 6 to 30 drops of the tincture extract per day during the cold and flu season to replenish a burned out immune system. So that's astragalus. Doc, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Did you chime in anytime you have any comment or question, sir?
No, I'll go ahead.
Okay. So now let's talk about another herb that affects the brain. It's ginkgo leaf. Ginkgo leaf. Ginkgo, Ginkgo, is an herb that offers promise for treating a large collection of brain, nerve, and circulatory conditions. It is the most widely prescribed phytopharmaceutical in the world, with well over 200 published studies to its credit. So it's been quite studied, ginkgo leaf. And what they've determined is that ginkgo acts by increasing the blood flow to the brain and the central nervous system, as well as promoting peripheral circulation, and it exerts a protective effect on cells in general and nerve cells in particular. So it's protecting these nerves, it's protecting these cells. Ginkgo's unusual biochemical properties lend to treating memory loss and cognition disorders. Modern investigators have focused on a standardized extract of the leaf known as EGB761. I don't like these standardized extracts because I like it just the way the Most High made it. I don't need to concentrate things. You just need to know how to use them. But somebody is got to concentrate here, and they've tagged it EGB761, which is about 50 to 1, resulting ginkgo biloba extract, GBE, contains a consistent 24% flavonoid glycosides and 6% terpene lactones. Ginkgo leaf is very safe. Side effects are almost non-existent. By all accounts, one of the most dramatic properties of ginkgo is on the memory, where it improves concentration, short and long-term absent-mindedness, confusion, and fatigue. One interesting French study measured the effect on mental function and found improved vigilance, learning, and memory in volunteers with an average age of 29. The effects were measurable within 30 minutes. Within 30 minutes, taking the herb. So that's quick. And peaking at about 2 to 3 hours, with benefits continuing over several days. Most results are not that immediate, however. I always like to be gentle, start with a little bit and increase it slowly and until I find my dose with any herb. Always starting with a little bit. But most studies note improvement with ginkgo. After 1 month, most studies, 1 month, with benefits still increasing at 6 months. So it just keeps getting better and better and better. So anyway, these are a concentrated form by making a tincture extract and without any standardization, which means ripping out other things in order to make more room for what they consider the most valuable part of the plant. I like to keep the integrity of the original formulation and then make a nice strong extract out of it. And 6 to 30 drops per day, it's just right.